think the hardest thing about rehearsing on Zoom is the harmonising, as you can't hear the other people singing and it's really hard to join in.
I think the most frustrating thing about rehearsing on Zoom was my internet connection, because my brother's on YouTube 24/7.
I think the hardest part about rehearsing on Zoom was the background noises, because my family were constantly talking, especially my brother.
I think the hardest thing about having to record a video for choir is having to listen to the video you've just taken and listen to yourself singing, because I don't think I sound very good and it's not nice.
I think the hardest thing about recording yourself at home is that you have your headphones in and you can't hear yourself singing, so it's really, really hard.
I think the hardest thing about recording a video for choir is trying not to laugh at your parents holding the camera.
I think the hardest thing about recording yourself for a video is that, like, on video, like, the background's got to be neat and you've got to look, like, put together. So, like, if you have 20 minutes to record, then you've got to spend 10 minutes tidying your room and then you have, like, 10 minutes to record something.
When restrictions start to lift, I'm looking forward to going on the buses to sit with my friends to go to competitions.
I'm looking forward to performing on stage again and singing and making everyone happy.
Now that restrictions are starting to lift, I'm looking forward to performing on stage, since I haven't been able to for about a year.
I'm looking forward to going to the Dome to do the Christmas concert.
Even though we've been able to come back to rehearsals, we've still had to stay socially distanced, and I think this is really hard because we can't hear each other properly and it's really hard to get the harmonies right.
Normally in a choir we are usually stood quite close together, so when we're all spaced out we cannot really see the conductor on some sides of the rooms.
I think a hard thing about being socially distanced at choir is seeing all your friends and not being able to go up to them, because choir's a social thing, and so seeing everyone that you know and everyone that, like, gets you, really, that you can't really see them and interact with them.
Personally, the most difficult thing about being socially distanced in choir is not being able to link actions and movements to lyrics and making it harder to remember what we're supposed to sing. When we were all back together again as the choir, it was kind of strange because we hadn't seen each other for a while and we were just at home kind of alone, but at the same time we were sort of together but on Zoom.
I was relieved when we came back to choir, because when I was doing my part, my sister was really loud on her part, so I couldn't focus on my own part.
To finally be back in person in choir felt awesome. It was so lonely at the company of our own homes and we had no one to talk to and no one to be supported of. And as soon as we got back in, the community really rejoined again.
In the past, our choir have performed a lot at Disneyland Paris.
As soon as we're allowed to travel, I really want to go and sing at Disneyland Paris.
When I go to Disneyland, I'm going to meet Minnie, because that's my name.